Shabbat Shalom. I made it. I'm in Israel, in Jerusalem, at the Hotel Adair. I'll be here for 6 nights exploring Jerusalem. My trip so far has been uneventful. The flights were fine. Getting through the airport was a breeze. You just walk up to a kiosk after getting off the plane, scan your passport, it gives you a blue ticket. Later, a gentleman in a booth will check it, and then you go through customs, which was really nothing, and that's it. Now, the blue ticket it can be really important. It saves you 17% on your expenses because every Israeli citizen has to pay a 17% tax on everything. That ticket is your refund for the value-added tax. So when I rented my car, they saw the ticket and they didn't charge me the tax. In other cases, I think what happens, like for example, I'll have to get gas, but they won't check for that ticket. I'll have to pay the tax. But I think if you keep your receipts, you can get that refunded once you return back to the airport. So I'll find out more about that later. Let's see, what else can I tell you about? I was using the Waze app, which I will not use again. I thought since Waze is made here in Israel, it would be the best navigation app. It turns out to just be a pain in the rear. It started by doing all the instructions in Hebrew, which makes no sense because my phone is not set for Hebrew. And then it took me to the wrong place. I gave it the hotel address, it couldn't find it, but instead of telling me it couldn't find it, it took me someplace random in Jerusalem. I switched to Google, and Google found everything for me. So that was a little side adventure number one. Speaking of driving is an interesting experience because, of course, it's similar in that you're still driving on the right side of the road and your steering wheel's on the left. The signs are almost but not quite the same. So I might do a couple of driving videos for you all just so you can see what that's like. It's pretty interesting. It's a little different. The traffic lights are a little different. Signs are a little different. The ways, there are no grids so far. Everything is just kind of wherever they could fit a street, they put a street. It's harder to navigate through the city. But it's a beautiful city so far. I mean, I drove at night, so that made it even more challenging, but I can't wait to tour around in the morning or during the daylight. We had a little fire alarm incident at the hotel, but then they cleared that up, and now it's 10 o'clock. It's time for bed. Tomorrow will be a big day. It's Shabbat, and we'll be exploring Old Jerusalem. My plan is to go to the Western Wall and other places in Old Jerusalem, and I should have a lot to report back to you on, so we'll see you tomorrow.